All right, here we go again for another installment of Biking with Marty is now what it's called. And yeah, we can rename it because that's gay. Sorry, that's not gay, that's stupid. So what's happened here? It's Thursday, June the 9th now. Been on the road this now day 7. Again, the trials keep coming and going. As I said, I stopped in Winnipeg and got a new helmet, new speakers for my helmet, and then they didn't really fit properly, so I had to buy a wood burning kit to melt the foam in the helmet. Yes, it's the technical way of doing it, I know. Almost killed myself. I think I already mentioned that about Winnipeg and how shitty the road is in that area, so be careful if anybody's riding their motorcycle through there. Got down to Weyburn, and oh yeah, I make the mistake of saying that I saw 2 white-tailed deer in Manitoba. I haven't. And for all those that say that Saskatchewan sucks and just prairies and everything, I think you've just taken the wrong road, because I will say in my entire trip I saw way more wildlife in the last 2 days driving through Saskatchewan than I saw in all of Ontario. Ontario, I saw like a moose and a fox. So I have seen probably 7 or 8 antelope. Yes, they have antelope in Saskatchewan. I didn't know it either. Apparently it's a new earthing, my cousin has said. Same with moose, with all this global warming stuff going on. Apparently all the moose were going to go and move up north and be gone, but they're moving south. So I don't know what that means. Maybe it's global warming, but in Saskatchewan it's global, or Saskatchewanian cooling is going on. Whatever the hell. So anyways, saw a whole bunch of antelope. I've never seen one before. Saw a whole bunch of mule deer. Of course, a buttload of prairie dogs. Saw a nice coyote. Yes, there are nice coyotes. It was not a straggly looking one. Saw a very large red fox. Saw some bison. They're trying to renew them. So yeah, they're in a pasture like the cows are. But you know, what can you do? And the really cool thing, I know antelope's really cool, never saw one before, but I actually saw a doe and a fawn today, and I don't know when it gave birth. I haven't Googled it to find out, so fact check me on whenever the heck it was. But anybody that knows me knows my dog is about 42 pounds and is not that big. And the fawn was not much bigger. It was absolutely the smallest deer I've ever seen in my life. It looked like a little, you know, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type version of a deer. So really cool. I've never seen that in Ontario at all. I'm sure they taste just as good in here. And ran into a guy today that's actually done, he's from Calgary area, he's done elk hunt, and he said that they have a draw as well for antelope. So I'm sure someday maybe I'll try to get one of those and see how yummy they are. What else is going on? Yeah, I went out to the farm, had a good visit with my cousins. Thank you guys for that. Just talked generally about, you know, farming, like I usually try to learn a little bit here and there from them. What else did we do? And then we drove, and again the saga of the hard vibration seat continues. Either the 3rd pad that I have now put on top of the other 2 pads has started to save my family jewels. Not that they're operational, so who cares, right? And so I bought yet another seat today from another shop in town, as my handlebars seem to have been just also slightly tweaked, and it's very annoying. It feels like you know, one arm is just you know, a few centimeters shorter than the other. Anybody that's driven or ridden knows that it sucks. It's so slight, but it's, again, for the amount of kilometers I'm going to be doing, I just want to get it fixed. So I am in Medicine Hat now at a place called Gas City Camping. It's actually a municipal run campground, not a family campground, but it was only 22 bucks. So Ontario, step your game up, man. Like $50-$60 to camp in a park there, and $20 or less, $22 here, and another site was $20 for camping in Saskatchewan and Manitoba and Alberta. They obviously have it right. Or they're just going bankrupt because of it. I don't know. I don't get paid enough to figure it out. So tomorrow we'll be heading off towards Lethbridge. Getting super excited about seeing the mountains. But again, going back to the drive through Saskatchewan, there's a lot of these little valleys that you don't really notice a whole lot until you actually drive through them. And my cousin was saying that some of these are called coulees, which I don't know if that's a local name or not, because here they call lunch supper. So figure that one out. Lunch is lunch, it's at noon, but apparently lunch for them is after supper, before dinner. You take lunch out to the guys that are working the field. This is an old school thing, apparently. I don't know. Very confusing for a simple person like me. But yeah, they're called coulees, and they're almost like, they're not like creek valleys, so they have water. It's almost like they're a seasonal creek bed. But the animals hang out in there. Apparently the antelope like it, and the moose do. And I have no idea how they have moose populations here, because they don't have big wood lots and bush lots and swamps and stuff like that like Ontario has. So super strange, but apparently they're here. I never got to see the infamous Manitoba moose or Saskatchewan moose yet, but fingers crossed on the way home. And that's about it for now. I don't know if I have any other updates. Everything else seems to be running fine, and yeah, I got my wood burning kit to melt my brand new helmet to put some speakers in it. So, you know, that's the redneck way. All right, later for now.